morning, good evening, wherever you may be watching this video. Today, I wanted to take you through how to stake your Flare to a validator. It's actually a very simple process and easy to do, so be sure to follow along. With that being said, let's get right into today's content. All right, starting over on the portal.flare website, I'll show you how I got here. So when you first land, you'll land on the accounting tab. All you have to do is just hit staking, navigate you to the staking tab here. And then the next step, if you don't already have any funds on the P chain, you'll have to deposit funds on the P chain. And the minimum stake amount to stake Flare to a validator is 50,000 Flare, which at today's prices is about $1,300 in Flare. So let's go ahead and deposit some Flare over on the P chain. So we're just going to deposit the minimum amount to even stake. Then I'm going to approve that transaction. Okay, let that confirm, and then we'll finish the deposit. All right, so now we should have 50,000 Flare on the P chain. The next step, you'll just hit stake and then enter the amount you want to stake. So I'm just going to enter the minimum amount. And then the next thing is we need to select a validator that we want to stake to. So we'll hit this pencil, and then you'll get provided a list. You'll see some nodes here, some node addresses here that may not have a name associated. If you know the address to the specific provider that you want to stake to, then you can put that node address here, or you can kind of just scroll here and till you find whichever validator you'd like to stake to. Some validators or some validator operators will have multiple because these nodes can fill up pretty quickly. So they need to spin up an additional node in order to accept more stake. So those who are doing that, I mean, they're taking a lot of stake. So that's actually pretty good for their individual infrastructure and business, and of course for the network. What I like about the desktop version, when you're, just going to the website on like a, like a laptop or a desktop or anything like that, it shows you the APY that each node offers. You can't really see that on mobile, so that's actually a pretty good thing. So if you're mostly about looking for the highest APY, then obviously there's some information here to help you make your decision. If you know a specific validator that you just want to support, obviously the ones with the names definitely help you determine which ones you want to stake to. So you can just click a random one. Well, I'll just click a random one, but if you know which ones that you want, be sure to make the right selection. So I'll just click a random one here for the time being. I'm not actually going to stake any because I'm staking through a different wallet, but you can also choose when or how long you stake. So you can choose until the validator ends, or if you click in the cell, you can select a specific date that you want to stop staking to that validator. The minimum stake length or duration is 2 weeks. So from today is uh, today is the 30th, actually. Yeah. Earliest day that I can select to no longer be staking is the 13th, right? Or I can select any other day. You know, you can kind of just select as long as it's the minimum of 2 weeks, you can stake it for that long. And then one thing you want to pay attention to is when the validator is no longer staking. So, for instance, for dads, the last day that they have their stake available is 12/7 of 2025 at 12 a.m. So just make sure you don't select a date that goes outside of their staking date because they'll have to renew it, things of that nature, and you may have to wait until that happens to begin accruing rewards. So for me, best practice is to always choose a date ahead of that, just so you don't have to worry about it. And once they renew their stake, then you can restake to that validator. That's just me, best practice. Once you select the date, you select the time that you like to stop staking. you just hit the stake button, you confirm your transactions like you normally would. Then your flare is staked to that particular validator. So staking rewards accumulate every 2 weeks, which is why the minimum stake duration is 2 weeks. And once you've received rewards, you'll just come over to the stake tab again. And then we're here where it says nothing to claim. Once your rewards are available to claim, you would just click this button and then sign the transaction to claim your rewards. And honestly, that's really it. Staking on Flare is not that difficult whatsoever. The only difficult part would probably be depositing Flare over to the P chain, which may be different for some people, may throw some people off. But other than that, this process is very simple and very straightforward. So I hope you found this video informative. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.